Hey, well, I really feel like you should leave Alcatraz alone, sir. That's unfortunate. Okay, cool. Hello, I'm Lara Joe. If you're coming in, we're going to do some collective energetic reads. Drop your name, tell me hello, sow some energy if you want some energy, right? Reciprocity is a beautiful thing. You're coming wanting answers, come bring in energy, right? So, hello, if you're coming in, I'm Lara Joe, Siren Song Lover. We're just starting out right now. How's everybody feeling? Good God, this energy is crazy. Hello, Judy. How are you? I'm Lara Joe. Thank you for showing me love and liking the live. Let's see what Miss Judy, since she was brave enough to say hello, let's see what we need to know from Miss Judy. This energy is crazy. So, all right, let's see. All right. Hierophant, Taurus energy. So it feels as though we're dealing, either you could be a Taurus, right? And Taurus is heavy but beautiful energy, right? It's stubborn but it's grounded. It says, no, you're going this way. So Hierophant is asking you, tap into your higher knowledge. And again, this feels institutional. So what are you needing to learn right now is kind of what it feels like as well. So Knight of Pentacles, you're building, it's slow, it's steady, and that confirms Hierophant energy because they're both earth energy. So it's saying slow and steady wins the race. Like Knight of Pentacles is the slowest, and anybody that knows earth signs too, right? Earth signs are incredibly slow. They're very steadfast. They move at a different pace. So it's saying that yes, the Knight of Pentacles, it's been slow to build your empire, but you're doing it because it's the most stable too. It's like done by the book. You're doing it the right way, not the quick way, right? So it's going to feel a little more painful. It's going to feel like it moves a little bit slower. Okay, so I love how it just all, yeah. Okay, so Five of Swords and Four of Wands. This is saying though that in the Four of Wands is in reverse. So Four of Wands, I always see this as foundation, happiness, home, stability. Because if you think of wands, if that's like what we're building, right? Our building materials, and that's passion. Because Four of Wands is like upright, is all about happiness, stability. So reverse, it's saying wait. And we do see it with the Five of Swords. So it's saying that this chaos, this conflict is coming out, but you need to realize, like, what do I need to cut out? Because Swords is mental and Five is needing change, right? Anytime we see Five, and if you ever talk about the life path Five, because I've identified as life path Five, like it's the innovator. It's like, it's got to change. We can no longer do this thing because it's unstable. Think of the number Five. It's not like if you were to balance, like stack everything up Five, it's not complete stability. So it's saying let go of those things that are fights that are not for you, and they're mental, because it is going to affect your home and your stability. So the advice that I would love to give you, Judy, with this is, if it is about your new relationship, make sure that you are building on all of the good things, right? And letting go and realizing sometimes, like, you can't fix people or things. You just have to let them go for your own peace of mind and stability and happiness. So, and it could be around, like, if you have a relationship that maybe feels unconventional, you could be fighting the institution and being like, you know what? And this is where I go, because I flew in the face of all of my family, right? Because I married and it upset my family. But it was like, love was more important than my parents' hatred. So with institution coming out, Five of Swords, and instability in reverse, like, or home in reverse, what you want, Four of Wands, it's saying you may have to go against the grain of what you were taught in order to find true love and happiness. Like, you have to realize, like, when does love supersede other crap? Okay. Hopefully that brings guidance and clarity. I'm Lara Joe, Siren Song Lover. We are doing collective readings, tarot. before I start shuffling again, we do, and I split the deck, we do have Judgment and Four of Wands. So it's finally making that mental, right? Because you have to make mental before you can change your life. So you have to make those mental call and be like, you know what? No, this ain't for us. This ain't for me. I want to build a foundation, but I can't do it with everybody else's crap in the way. So really, truly saying, I can't live the happiness and love that my parents did because it doesn't, like, my parents didn't have happiness and love. So why am I trying to fit my new love, my life, into their old narrative? Stop. But call judgment on it. So today was a heavy, I woke up with such heavy energy on me, and was realizing that we carry around all this pain, right? But we never actually sit and feel it or say, like, I'm angry, or I don't like that this happened to me. So some days it really is sitting down and being like, this happened to me and I don't like it, and feeling it. Because once you call judgment on it, because we all carry around, right? Imagine our trauma is like a sack that we're carrying on our back, right? So we carry it around, we forget to unpack it and even see what's in it, right? We've just been carrying this trauma on our back. Like me, I'm 40s, right? So 4+ decades I've been carrying around everyone else's trauma. And I'm going to tell you this, it is not your responsibility to regulate for other people's emotions. Like, stop being a woman or a man and carrying everyone else's guilt and shame, because it's not yours. So when you finally realize, like, I have to unpack that trauma, otherwise I'm just going to keep carrying it. And for what? It's not actually helping me. It's not healing me. It's only causing more weight and burden. So realizing, put everybody else's crap down so that you can make it through this adventure. Okay. Sometimes the messages, sometimes the messages just channel through, and I'm just like, you know what? It feels harping, but I'm like, someone needs to hear it today. So let's go. Thank you, Eva, for agreeing. I'm Lara Jo, Siren Song Lover. We're doing collective tarot. Come on in. Should you wish to book a reading, that can be done. We're doing collective reads, but we'll read on through the energy, okay? So Page of Coins, Page of Cups, Two of Cups, right? So this is all very childish energy, but Two of Cups is mature, right? Like, that's soulmate, that's happiness, that's union. But with Page of Cups and Page of Coins, because this is typically, like, when we look at tarot, right? Because tarot is actually information and it's archetypes, but pages are under the age of 10. And even if this is a mental constructs, dealing with people that are immature with money because they can't think past the age of 10, they get that shiny object and they're like, oh, look. Or like Page of Cups is that whole, like, yeah, they have love, but it's not love that is actually supportive, because it's not mature. It's not like a love that knows how to love, because it's an immature love. So if you're wanting Two of Cups, that happiness, that love, that union, whatever it looks like for you, you have to realize, like, am I doing this? Is this my mental pattern? Am I keeping myself stuck in immature ways, or is this the parties I'm around? So if you want that mature love, right, Two of Cups, you do have to be willing to say, hey, is this person truly giving me what I want and need? And if they aren't, either asking them to step up or saying this isn't for me. So just make sure that whatever you're around, you're asking for it in a mature way, because on the bottom is Emperor, right? Emperor is take charge. They know what they want. They fight for it. It's not, this is like grown folk energy. Emperor is like, no, I command my life, my energy. So it's saying, if you want that happiness, please make sure that you are standing in that emboldened body. I know what I want, not what anybody else wants, right? And yes, you can take into consideration what everyone else wants, but ultimately you're going to have to do what it is that you need and or want to do. Also, start treating people. This is one... It highly annoyed my ex-husband, but I was like, I never needed you. I wanted you. And when we got to the point where being with you made me not want to be with you, I really did show you I didn't actually need you. I wanted you. So start realizing people are in your life not because you need them, but because you want them. Okay? Page of Swords, it's being willing to, like, go off on your own. It's saying, you know what? No. Like, start looking at people. If it feels like kindergarten bullshit, you need to say, no, Page of Swords, I'm cutting this off. I want to play. And pages are coming out all over the place. Yeah, so Sharika with Page of Swords, it's saying, watch. Shit. That's my language. Hold on, I made a mess. Alcatraz, get down, girl. Get down with your bad self. Hold on. Okay, Page of Swords is asking you, walk away from anything that feels like mind games and bullshit. So if it feels like Nicholas, because that's kind of what it feels like, it came out with it. If you're still in the love, sorry, I was making Badger. Stay out of the box. Sorry, guys. My house is. I'm spilling shit. My dog's being naughty. The cats are being cats. So please bear with me for a moment, because apparently this read today wants to be hella distracted and interrupted by outside forces, which is not unexpected, just super freaking annoying. Okay, hello. Yes, so cutting off anyone that feels immature, that feels like they aren't for you, let them go, please. Badger? Okay. Please pardon while I clean up my mess, because anything that is not for the highest good of this read, or my house, or my collective, you need to leave now. You are an unwelcome guest. So if you are unwelcome, you are not for the highest good of us all. Get the fuck out. We are not dealing with you today. Okay. Let's try this again. Hello. I'm Lara Joe, if you're coming in. King, I don't know, and I had mass chaos. So if you're still in, cool. Ask again. If you're not, cool. See you later. I don't appreciate when chaos comes in my house, guys. So if you are bringing in chaos to this reading, get out, because you're not welcome. All right, let's see. If you're in and you're asking questions, please ask. I had a slight chaos and had to reset the plane. 8 of Cups, you've done all the emotional work here. You're like, you know what? I can't do it anymore. Let's go. So 8 of Cups is saying, I've done the work. I got to go, because this ain't helping me grow. Okay, so Hermit, 3 of Cups. Nesha, and I'm sorry if I said it wrong, my little love. This is collective energy reads, but we have 3 of Cups, 8 of Cups, and Hermit. So this is people we're celebrating, right? Third party interference, too many cooks in the kitchen ruin the sauce. So Christina, we're doing collective energy reads. So what this is 3 of Cups and 8 of Cups and the Hermit. It's saying 3 of Cups, like people were celebrating, there were too many people in your relationship. 8 of Cups, you've done everything you can do. And Hermit is asking you to go within so you don't go without. If you feel like you're thirsty for someone else, sit down, drink a cup, enjoy your own love, because don't go chasing, because then you'll be in lack. Okay? Please let me know if that resonates. So what I'm asking you is, if you're wanting someone to contact you, or if you want to know if they love you, I need you to sit down and fill your cup. And if they do love you, they'll show up. And if they don't, then they're not meant for you, and you got to let them go, babes. Because especially when women ask me, is so-and-so coming back? Because 8 of Swords, we're in our head about it, right? Men chase after what they want. If they truly want something, they're not going to risk losing it. And if they're risking losing it, that's not your problem. You just need to peep it and keep moving. So 8 of Swords, if it leaves you up in your head at night, let it go, my babes. And that is from experience. I was married with my man for over 15 years, right? I've known him 18 now. And I can't even tell you in 18 plus years how many nights, even after I left because he was being so horrendous, how many nights I spent crying and up in my head. And you realize, like, I sleep so much better at night when I'm not crying over that dusty dude, right? Don't spend 15 plus years crying over a man that don't actually ever fucking care, please. So if they want it, they'll come get it. But if they don't want it, then baby, you're better than that. High Priestess, this is asking you, nurture you, listen to your intuition. Stop letting people gaslight you. Listen to what your mind, your body, your soul is telling you. Because I've had so many men be like, listen to me, not your intuition, and that's gotten me wrong. So High Priestess is asking you, tap into what it is that you know. Whether you know it, right? So Hello, hello. I am Lara Joe, Siren Song Lover. If you're coming in, we're doing collective tarot. If you're liking the message, please interact, please chat, please vibe, please like, consider booking with me. I do Reiki, sound therapy, inner child healing, PTSD. I do a lot. Okay. Four of Cups. This is, and I believe more in doing shadow work than spell work. Right? Like, sit down and fix your shit instead of trying to hex someone, because hexing someone's going to get your ass in trouble. Right? So sit down and feel what it is in you that you need to feel, not trying to hex on someone else. So Four of Cups is saying you have been left in that emotional lack, that hoarding, that like, where is my love? So realizing those aren't your people. If they leave you feeling thirsty, they're not your people, right? Because your people are going to want to help you, not take from you further. So Two of Cups, tapping into that intuition to be able to bring in that partnership that's healthy that you want. So Two of Cups is saying tap into what you know. And sometimes it's like the knowing without knowing. Anyone else have that intuition where it's like, I just got this crazy message, I don't know, but I know. It doesn't, and intuition is quiet, right? Fear is loud. Anxiety is loud. Distraction is loud. The devil, and I don't even mean like the devil, but like the side that's trying to get you to give up on yourself, it's going to be loud. Intuition is soft. It's quiet. It carries answers. Even when it's scary, it carries answers. So tapping in and realizing, what is it that my soul is whispering? Okay, so Empress and Two of Swords. We're doing collective energy reads. Empress and Two of Swords, though, it's making that hard decision, because that's always stalemate. It's like, I don't know what to do. Think of the scales of justice, right? Like, she's blindfolded, and in the Two of Swords, it's kind of that blindfold, that scale. It's like you've been in this stalemate. You don't know what to do, but neither option is comfortable, but you're going to have to decide. Okay, Empress is saying that you will be abundant, you will be nurtured, loved. This is Venus energy. So wherever you're going, once you make this decision to cut off or move off or do the thing, you will sit in that beautiful, grounded, Venusian supported energy, which happy Friday, it's Venus, which is Venus Friday is from your high priestess. I'm speaking all tongue-tied because today's been what the heck. So let's see. Empress, though, is tapping into your abundance, knowing that you are the creator of what it is that you want, and anywhere that you go, you are there. So stop thinking that you need to carry everyone else's weight. 10 of Wands, putting down what everyone else expects of you, because it's what they expect of you. I'm huge on alchemization. Like, if you're going to give me those burdens, I'm going to use it to help build my house. So 10 of Wands is saying, when you put those burdens down, use it to help you build a beautiful thing. Because in this, you know, it's like the skull is there, right? So there was an ending. It was a death. We finally had to put it down. And 10 is like, we can't do it anymore. But out of that skull, out of those burdens, grew a whole entire tree. So realizing that some of your burdens are so that you can grow the future shade for your empire, right? So that you can sit in the shade and have a good time, because you finally said no more. 5 of Cups is leaving behind those that have left you behind. It's that, no, we're not going to keep doing that. And 5 of Cups, a lot of people look at this like, oh, 5 of Cups is so sad. I love it because, yes, there are 5 cups and 3 of them are spilled over. There's still 2 upright. So even though you may have lost some of your cups, your emotions, your time, your love, your abundance, you can still pick up and go have a relationship with 2 cups, because not all of those cups were spilled. So realizing, okay, I have to put down anything that feels like a burden. If it feels like it's work, I need you to start asking, is it truly worth it? 10 of Swords, Justice, 8 of Wands, Knight of Coins. And this is something that I have very, because we all want to cling on that bone, right? 10 of Swords and Justice, this is betrayal, like backstabbing, betrayal, rock bottom, right? And Justice is finally saying, no, I saw who gave me a hard time when I was already having a hard time, right? Like, guys, you want justice, you really actually have to sit with the shadow work, but also realize, like, what the hell happened to you, so you can start calling justice in. But you can't also, like, hold on to it, like, oh my God, I know this thing. It's like you have to see it, feel it, let it go, because as soon as you let it go, it comes in. But if you're never willing to look at what happened, you're never willing to ask for justice, you aren't going to get it. So it's realizing what it is you need, you want, asking for it and then letting it come in. So 10 of Swords, Justice. It's finally saying, you know what, I had every sword in my back. When you get up, especially with Justice, I want you to take those swords that they landed in you, and I want you to use that to cut them off, right? If they threw it at you, that's free energy for you. You better sure as hell use it. So 10 of Swords, Justice is saying if they landed a sword in your back, you're going to use it to cut them off because they went for you. I say you missed it because I was talking about your move a long time ago, but then you weren't in. So 10 of Swords and Justice, calling justice on those betrayals. Okay, Knight of Pentacles, 8 of Wands. You're going to be moving in the right direction, right? Knight of Pentacles, I had spoken about this earlier. It's slow, it's steady, it's methodical, but it's like it's gonna last. So 8 of Wands, you're getting messages though, and these injustices may actually be tied to your Pentacles, and that's part of it too, is that once you see it, once you let it go, you process it, then you can bring in justice, you can bring in that financial stability. If you're anything like me, like I've had people messing with my money for way too long, and it's just so frustrating because it's like no matter which way I go, they're still messing with it. But realizing once you see it, you call justice, then they get justice. I've watched that happen too. All the people messing with me, I'm like, ooh, buddy, you're just building yourself a fountain, like of an avalanche, whatever, of all that thing to come to you. 3 of Pentacles, you've been in that financial lack, right? You're like robbing Peter to pay Paul. Like rubbing 2 nickels together and hoping it'll make a money fire, right? Like we can't keep, you know, we can't keep, but realizing like, okay, what I need to nurture me. I started looking at, like, if you're stealing from my financial legacy, like, no, I don't play about my money. I don't play about my kids. I don't play about my time. Okay. 4 of Coins in reverse. So it's coming out of that financial lack, but again, calling judgment and justice on it and finally saying, no, this is no longer okay. I'm not okay with this. Go find something in someone else because this is not okay with me. Okay. All right. Okay, 6 of Wands, we will be moved away to safety wherever we're going. And 3 of Cups in reverse. So 6 of Wands, 3 of Cups in reverse. There were people working against you. The 3 of Cups in reverse, 6 of Wands. You will be moved away to safety. None of this has gone unseen, right? 6 of Wands is like that public victory. Like, okay, we had success. We ride off into the sunset, right? So realizing that anyone that does anything bad, they don't get away with it. They may for a short amount of time, but they don't ever truly get away with doing bad things. Because when the evidence of, like the mountain of evidence comes out, it's irrefutable proof of what they've been doing. So, okay. Hierophant and Ace of Coins. Tap into the knowledge that you have to unlock the financial stability you have. This feels like going, and I just watched, You've Got Mail This Week. And he said, like, taking it to the mats. Like, when you finally, because when you were playing fair, when you should have played dirty, Hierophant's like, tap into that knowledge about what you have and access the abundance off of it. This is another reason why I talk about being an alchemizer, because everything everyone sends to me, I'm going to use, right? If people send me hate, I'm going to use that. So you must as well. If you want to get through to the other side, it's like, okay, how do I use everything that they sent me for free to be able to use what I need? 3 of Swords and Queen of Cups. So realizing 3 of Swords is triangulation. Queen of Cups is your emotions. When you can logically see people trying to play with your emotions, you need to cut that off. Right? You do. Not them, because they won't. And sometimes it does require removing yourself from the situation. All right. I'm going to switch decks. I think we're going to do the Dog Tarot, because I feel like it. The Hierophant on the bottom there. Better you stink, dude. You can stay out of the litter box. Okay. Knight of Wands. I'm asking you, where do you need to be fiery, passionate? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but Knight of Wands is asking you, where do you need to play again? Where do you need to run free? Let your desires be front and center, right? Star, this came out in a reading earlier that I did, a short that I released. Star is asking you, rise above, right? Do the weird thing. Also, if you're anything like me, I'm a huge perfectionist, right? I'm a huge perfectionist, and I was raised by people that needed everything to be perfect or needed an explanation for everything. So it stops you from doing the dang thing. The star is saying, do the thing. Even if you're scared, rise up. Say the thing. Do the weird thing, right? Star is saying, do whatever it is that's for you, right? Rise above the bullshit if you must. Number 17, if that's important or relevant to you, let it flow. 6 of Cups, 10 of Wands, coming out in a different deck. So 6 of Cups is nostalgia. It's saying, okay, let's look back at our family patterning. 10 of Wands, since it came out in the other deck, right? We had it already. 10 of Wands is saying, put down those burdens. Page of Cups, 2 of Wands, and 6 of Wands. So love, 6 of Wands coming out as confirmation. It's like, whatever you've been going through, you'll be okay, but you got to get through it. Here's what I've learned. Some days are just getting through the day. Right? Some days are so freaking hard and it's like, oh my God, I didn't do anything. No, some days, those days that it's really hard to get through the day, just be happy you got through the day. Right? So, excuse me. Page of Cups, 2 of Wands. Like, yeah, make sure that you are building with people that want to build with you. And if they don't, then my friend, you need to say no. You can't be here. It's kind of like, you know how certain people aren't allowed to certain events because it's like they don't meet the height requirement, the age requirement, the maturity requirement. So realizing like you can't always be hanging out with everybody because they spiritually don't meet the height requirement to ride the ride that you're trying to go on or take them on. Okay? 7 of Pentacles, 2 of Swords. Love that energy. 7 of Pentacles, 2 of Swords. This is realizing, okay, what have I been putting my investments in? And 2 of Swords, making that hard decision. Like both decisions, like I don't want to make the decision, but you have to, right? So start narrowing down what it is that you want to be building into and onto. 7 of Cups, making sure. So 7 coming out. Realizing like what is it that you're truly wanting. 7 of Wands is your passions, right? What you're chasing, and 7 is about your choices. That's why 7 is heaven, right? 7 is the number of God. 7 is heaven, but it's because the choices that you make gets you to the destination. When you get to your destination, you have to realize it was the series of events and turns that got you there. So if you're at a place that you don't want to be, you were the driver. So make sure that you take the keys to your life and put yourself in the places and situations that you want to be in. Knight of Pentacles coming out in this deck. So Knight of Pentacles, again, it's slow, it's steady, it's dependable. You're working. Okay. Page of Pentacles and Strength. Yeah. Okay. So reparenting yourself. Page of Pentacles and Strength is asking you to reparent yourself so you can build your most beautiful life. Right. Be responsible. Don't ask everybody else to do it for you. The sun was on the bottom. So heavy Leo energy wanting to pop out, join the conversation, which annoys me. But 3 of Swords, it is like, okay, if there's people in your energy that shouldn't be, you need to kick them out. Okay. And 3 of Pentacles. It's affecting your financial stability. So 7, 7, 3, 3, they're all kind of coming out. So watch your angel numbers, look them up, put your relevance into them. If you have questions about all that, you can ask. I'm going to hop out. I'm Lara Jo. I'm going to hop out. I know it's a very short read and I may come back later, but I need to go take care of some stuff. So, all right, my friends, I'm Lara Jo. I will talk to you later. If you want to book a reading, it's sacredhealingwithlara.com to book a reading. And I do Reiki, sound therapy, inner child healing, PTSD, a little bit everything.